Whoopsh. Greetings. My name is Mark Septon. No, I'm kidding. Hello, everyone. I am Charlie. I want to make a video of where the fuck I've been again. I did, I think, once last time, but I never really got around to posting it. Essentially, work, school, being yelled at, not being yelled at, almost having a family member die, blah blah blah, so on and so forth, this and that, and that's about it. But for an actual perspective on the things that I want to talk about in this video, one of my organizations, Finite, has recently sort of picked up an old an old game engine that we were working on for a while. Essentially, we had this one game engine called I think it was a game called Tractor, with a modified with a game engine. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Floob's engine. It's more of a take on Fruit's engine. Resonite. There's a game called Resonite. That's game engine. Uh, is called Fruit's engine. They use it to build stuff. The idea of Resonite is that you can build everything in game, so it's more like a Unity or Unreal Engine, but you know, in VR. Uh, so essentially, we've been working on our own sort of copy. None of it is like a full copy. Everything is like different. We've got our own ways of implementing renderers. We've got our own ways of doing elements. Some things aren't implemented. Some things are. Essentially, it's like different enough where it's like you look at it and you're like, okay, this does the same thing, but it's not. You kind of get the point. Anyways, so the idea was initially that we would build out this game engine to give us the features that we wanted: a live in-game editing, being able to export to our computers, not mesh editing because that seems really interestingly hard because you have to individually edit points and then update vertex groups, and it's if you think about fucking GL buffers and having to resize those occasionally, oh god. Imagine doing that live 60 times a second. Um, but essentially, what happens. So you get in, you put on your VR headset, put on the goggles to the International Space Station. You get in there, you pick up a controller, um, or two. You obviously open up your menu and you can start editing things. You grab your tooltip. You can. It's like, oh, I want to edit a box, and then I can like grab it and then grab it, scale it, move it around, rotate it, flip it upside down, so on and so forth. Uh, that idea initially fell through by the way that we were implementing it. It never really worked out correctly, so I put that on hold. I built a different game, or game engine in a sense, a Habanero, powered by C++ and Lua. You can do a lot of it actually works. You can build it from source right now. It's not the greatest, but we've recently just got some new stuff on the wiki, so ooh, links in the description. But essentially, we've managed to get to the recently. I think it was about a month or two ago. We picked up development on V12 again. Initially, we were struggling on how the hell we were going to do rendering to the one problem was trying to render to VR headset, right? So it's like, how do we handle like or like not well, rendering in a general sense? It's like, how do we handle like this, or like how do we handle blocks with the obviously mesh stuff? How do we handle procedurals? How do we do UI? How do we do all like to show it to the screen was the big problem that caused us to quit. Well, no, the last one was the syncing system, but technically it came in hand. Um, but recently, got back into it, got another developer on the project, and a majority of the time was spent figuring out what to do, researching how things were supposed to go, looking at how OpenGL works. Then I fucked off to Melbourne for a trip, which didn't exactly go great. I came home, and then I managed to implement the rest of the stuff. We now have the list of complete features that exist in the game engine is Lua scripting, being able to make physics objects, being able to do controller input via keyboard mouse, controllers, or that weird little phone gadget. Yes, Android support, being able to launch on standalone XR headsets. I think the performance should be good enough to be able to do that. But I haven't tried it yet. I'll do that in a sec. Do that after this. Um, we have support for lighting. We have support for cameras. We have the ability to make random objects. We have custom games. We have essentially, it's like all of this and that. Oh, raycasting. That obviously that comes with the physics engine, so I don't know why I said that again. We're gonna get chiptune music at some point. I want to make a I want to build in an NES module from a library and see how, and then get that like making music and interactions and then sounds and stuff. And it's like I think the next thing is sampling. It would be good to sample materials underneath the user's feet, but that will be for an actual game and not the game engine itself. Via the link in the description, you can take out. You can obviously take a look at our repository for the obviously the uh, game engine. Um, or I think I probably didn't put it in the description. I'm not actually too sure. I will. It's on our own custom Git server for now, but we'll move it over to GitHub within the next few days, and then obviously I'll make another video and say, hey, it's on here, or come join the Discord down in the description. That'll be in there, of course. But yeah, we managed to get a lot of cool things into V12 so far, and I think we're now in a comfortable state to sort of fix up the rest of the bugs that are in the code base, and then actually start implementing the game that we wanted to play. I think obviously what I need to do is I need to implement being able to pick up objects. We need UI because without that we can't exactly interact with things. I want to get I want to be able to grab things, which would be nice. We have to do physics collisions because that we now have the ability to do that. And then I think the next thing is like, oh, at least I want to be able to go and interact with a box first. Like get like bring your hand close to it, and then get values printed to the terminal. Um, and then obviously build wrappers around the physics server 3D and Godot, and then this and that, and then obviously try and get it to run on a separate thread at a more natural speed because obviously all of the inputs driven by V12 and well, currently V12 is a bit slow right now. I mean, obviously because we're handling thousands of updates per second on what should really be something simple. So I don't. Yeah, I can't believe I spent almost 10 minutes probably talking over myself. Jesus Christ. But we've got a bunch of things planned for the future. I think I'm going to chill and not work on V12 for the rest of the night. I'm gonna get the oh fuck, what did I say? I can't remember. I'm gonna get Habanero up to date and probably supporting a bunch more stuff like procedural mesh loading via custom like if they're being able to load stuff from the cup packs. I want to fuck around with the like the controllers. The play controller would be nice in like straight Lua or I think maybe C++ would probably be a better idea. Maybe build a short interactive thing, or I might. I'm split between three different projects right now: Habanero, Stardust. Oh, I know. I have to finish that fucking thing. But yeah, sorry about this long ass rant, and if it didn't contain any information. Later on in the week or in the future, I'll have a video relating to what we've now like. Hopefully, I'll continue updating yous on how V12 is well obviously going, uh, because it's going great. I'm saying that in the literal sense. I'm tired right now. But yeah, I think after this, I'm gonna go quickly test VR support with its physics, and then I'm gonna go run it standalone, and then record a demo on the Quest, and then upload that as well. And then, well, probably I might make a page for it on our website, and then or well, I'm gonna go do Tech Talk. But yeah, take care. Oh, my mouse, where is it? Whoop.